Our planet is a world of wonders, filled with an incredible diversity of life. We have explored so much of it, from the deepest oceans to the highest mountains. Yet nature still holds many secrets, waiting patiently to be discovered. Sometimes the greatest secrets are not new species, but creatures we believed were lost to time forever. The story of life is one of constant change, and occasionally it gives us a most astonishing surprise. It reminds us that our understanding of the natural world is never truly complete. There is always more to learn, more to see, and more to protect in this beautiful shared home of ours. Imagine a time long, long ago when dinosaurs roamed the earth. In the ancient seas, a strange and wonderful fish swam. It had fins that looked almost like legs, and scientists knew it only from fossils. They called it the coelacanth. For millions of years, this creature was thought to be extinct, a relic of a bygone era wiped out along with the great reptiles. It was a closed chapter in the Book of Life, a story that had ended 66 million years ago. Its fossilized remains were all that was left, a silent testament to a world that no longer existed. But then, in 1938, something truly remarkable happened off the coast of South Africa. A local museum curator, Marjorie Courtenay-Latimer, was inspecting a fisherman's catch. Among the familiar sharks and rays, she found a fish she had never seen before. It was a pale mauve-blue color with iridescent silver markings. She knew instantly that it was special. She made a sketch and sent it to an expert who confirmed her incredible suspicion. It was a coelacanth, a living fossil, a creature that had survived, hidden in the deep ocean, for millions of years completely unknown to science. The discovery of the coelacanth sent shockwaves through the scientific community. It was like finding a living dinosaur in a remote jungle. This single fish completely changed our understanding of extinction and survival. It proved that sometimes, just sometimes, nature can keep its most precious treasures hidden from our view. The coelacanth became a powerful symbol of hope. It sparked a question that continues to inspire explorers and scientists to this day. If this ancient fish could survive, what other lost creatures might still be out there, waiting to be found? One of the most famous of these lost animals is the thylacine, also known as the Tasmanian tiger. It wasn't a tiger at all, but a carnivorous marsupial with a dog-like head and distinctive stripes across its back. The last known thylacine, a male named Benjamin, died in a zoo in Hobart, Tasmania, in 1936. After that, the species was officially declared extinct. Yet the story of the thylacine did not end there. It became a legend, a ghost of the Tasmanian wilderness, haunting the imaginations of all who heard its tale and saw its ghostly black and white film footage. Another creature that haunts the wild places of memory is the magnificent ivory-billed woodpecker. This was one of the largest woodpeckers in the world, a truly spectacular bird with a striking black and white plumage and a powerful pale beak that gave it its name. It was called the Lord God bird because that is what people would exclaim when they saw its majestic form. It lived in the vast, old-growth swamp forests of the southeastern United States. These ancient forests were its kingdom, but as they vanished, so did the bird that depended on them for its survival. Finally, we have the tale of the eastern cougar, a subspecies of the large cat that once roamed the forests and mountains of eastern North America. For decades, it was believed to have been completely wiped out by hunting and habitat loss. The last confirmed wild individual was killed in Maine back in 1938. In 2011, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service officially declared it extinct. It seemed that the silent, stealthy predator of the eastern woods was gone for good, its presence relegated to folklore and the pages of history books, a phantom cat that would never again be seen. These three animals share a similar, sorrowful fate. Each was once a vital part of its ecosystem, a unique and irreplaceable thread in the tapestry of life. They were declared extinct by official bodies, their stories seemingly concluded. But for each one, the final chapter may not have been written. Whispers and blurry photographs continue to surface from the remote corners of the world where they once lived. These tantalizing hints suggest that perhaps, against all odds, a few elusive individuals have managed to hold on, hidden from our sight. The reasons why these creatures were thought to be extinct are tragically familiar. For the thylacine, the primary cause was direct persecution by humans. European settlers in Tasmania saw the animal as a threat to their sheep. A bounty was placed on its head, and hunters relentlessly pursued the thylacine across the island. This, combined with the loss of its natural habitat and competition from introduced dogs, pushed the species to the very brink of annihilation. The final blow was dealt not just by guns and traps, but by our own misunderstanding and fear of a creature we failed to appreciate. The ivory-billed woodpecker faced a different but equally devastating threat. Its survival was tied directly to the existence of vast, ancient hardwood swamps. These forests provided the dead and dying trees where the woodpecker found the beetle larvae it fed upon. During the 19th and early 20th centuries, these forests were logged at an incredible rate to fuel a growing nation. As the great trees fell, the woodpecker's food source and nesting sites disappeared. The bird simply could not survive without its specialized home, and its world was systematically dismantled around it. Similarly, the eastern cougar was a victim of human expansion. As settlers moved across the continent, they cleared forests for farmland and towns, fragmenting the cougar's vast territory. They also hunted the deer that were the cougar's primary prey. The cougar itself was seen as a dangerous predator, a competitor to be eliminated. A combination of habitat destruction, a declining food supply, and relentless hunting campaigns led to its steady decline. It was pushed further and further into the most remote areas until eventually it seemed to vanish completely from its former range. In all these cases, the story is one of human impact. We changed the landscape, introduced new pressures, and hunted these animals with great efficiency. They were declared extinct because, for many decades, no one could produce undeniable scientific proof that they still existed. There were no clear photographs, no bodies, and no DNA samples. Without this concrete evidence, the scientific consensus was that they were gone. The lack of proof became, in itself, a form of proof of their absence, a silent declaration of their final end. Despite the official declarations, hope for these lost creatures persists. For the thylacine, hundreds of unconfirmed sightings have been reported from Tasmania and even mainland Australia since its supposed extinction. Modern technology, such as camera traps, has been deployed in the remote wilderness, capturing thousands of images of other nocturnal animals. While no definitive photograph has yet emerged, some blurry images and footprint casts keep the search alive. The sheer number of earnest, credible reports from people who believe they have seen it makes it difficult to dismiss the possibility entirely. The ivory-billed woodpecker has sparked intense debate and excitement. In 2004, a team of ornithologists claimed to have seen and even filmed a fleeting glimpse of the bird in a swamp in Arkansas. The evidence, a short and blurry video, was not clear enough to convince everyone, but it ignited a massive search effort. Since then, other tantalizing pieces of evidence have emerged, including audio recordings of what sounds like its unique double-knock drumming pattern. These clues suggest that a small, hidden population might just be surviving in the dense, inaccessible swamplands. For the eastern cougar, the evidence is also compelling, though complex. Countless sightings are reported each year, and while many are cases of mistaken identity, some are accompanied by convincing photos or DNA evidence from hair or droppings. The complication is that these could be escaped captive animals or cougars that have journeyed east from Western populations. However, the persistence of sightings in specific remote areas gives some experts hope that a small, remnant population may have held on, surviving against all odds in the deep woods of the Appalachian Mountains. The search for these lost species is incredibly important. It is not just about satisfying our curiosity. Finding a species thought to be extinct would be a monumental scientific discovery, teaching us invaluable lessons about resilience, survival, and conservation. It would force us to protect the wild places where these animals might live, preserving entire ecosystems for the benefit of all life. This quest fuels our sense of wonder and reminds us that the world is still full of mystery. It is a powerful expression of hope, a refusal to give up on what we have lost, and a promise to be better stewards of our planet.